Hey guys, this is Mr. Castro FPS, and we're showing some gameplay for Medal of Honor Warfighter. This video actually made it to talk about Battlefield 4, but first of all, I just want to apologize because I know you guys haven't seen any of my videos lately. I've been kind of busy at work and also, I mean, with the family and stuff like that, you know. The only reason why I'm not showing actual Battlefield 4 gameplay is just because of the same reason, since I actually transferred to a new job, so I've been a little bit tired by the time I get home. I was kind of a little bit too lazy to go ahead and move that PVR, and I know my friend Nate relates to that because he also was procrastinating. You know what? I'll go ahead and record some gameplay later. So I mean, by the time I was getting home, I was too tired, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just plug it in tomorrow, and I never actually did it by the time the beta ended. But you know what? Like I said, the main things that I'm gonna go over with Battlefield 4, you know, it was great. I actually enjoyed it. I got to level 10. I ended up being a skill level. I ended up ranking number 2 in Texas, I mean, I know a lot of my friends from War 9. They actually happen to be on the top 5, like Two-Face, Nate, and Master Viet. And actually, you know what, I did enjoy it. I mean, of course, besides all the problems like us of the freezing and stuff like that. I mean, I got to play it, but I was freezing up maybe like 3 times every hour, so it kind of made it a little more difficult to go ahead and enjoy the game. But the main things, you know, that I've noticed is like on Battlelog, a lot of people were complaining that Battlefield 4, it was feeling more like Medal of Honor Warfighter. That's one of the reasons I actually picked this clip. You know, mainly those people that were complaining about that is people that really didn't play the game. Some of them, of course, they did. But you know, as you guys know, you know, you see my channel, I post a lot of videos from Medal of Honor Warfighter. I did enjoy the game, besides all the problems that all of us know. You know, the servers crashing and having a lot of problems with the communication system, only working when they feel like it. But I mean, that's another story. We all know that already. But I mean, the good thing is, like, I do like it because, you know, I played Battlefield as well. In Battlefield 3, it used to take a little too many shots to kill somebody. And, you know, and one thing that I did notice, like, every time I played Medal of Honor for a while and then I started playing Battlefield 3 again, I actually will play better in Battlefield 3 because it just made me a little more aware, because I know I could die a lot faster. One of the things that I did like, that it was mainly a problem on Battlefield 4, it was that every time that you reloaded, if you hadn't used your ammo, you were just throwing it away. That's not going to be the way whenever the game comes out, because if you look at the YouTubers that play on the PC, they actually, you notice whenever they reload, it's only their ammo only goes down as many bullets they actually used on that clip. But I did actually like it, you know, because it makes it a little more realistic. I mean, if you're really on a firefighter, you're shooting your gun. If you throw a clip, I mean, it's not like those bullets magically are gonna appear back in your other with the rest of your ammo. But I mean, it's a game, of course. But one of the things I did like it, though, it's just like it made me more conscious every time I was taking shots. You know, it made me do a lot more burst fire, which it actually improves my accuracy. And I mean, it just makes it more realistic overall. I did like the feel of the game. A lot of people were complaining about the graphics that didn't look that great, but you just gotta keep in mind that it was the beta, so they toned down the resolution. I mean, all the graphics and everything to make sure they run a little bit smoother. The other thing I noticed is a lot of people seem to not really understand how the new squad specializations work. Because I mean, I was getting tired of getting into a squad when the squad leader wasn't really marking the spots. In Battlefield 3, the main difference was that whenever you were ranking up and stuff like that, you were unlocking your specialization, like sprint, and we're talking about sprint, suppression, explosives, and all that kind of stuff. For Battlefield 4, the way that it actually works, it becomes a squad specialization. Of course, you have to have it unlocked. But the main thing is, like, you actually have to build it up, and I mean that the way you do it is, like, let's say anytime that you do something as a squad, like if you revive a squad member, if you give him ammo, that starts filling up a bar that comes up on top of the name of your squad, like where you see all the names. But the best way to do it is, like, say if you're playing domination or conquest or whatever, you have to make sure your squad leader marks your objective. Let's say if he wants you to go to Bravo, he needs to mark it, and the way that you do it is just the same thing that you do as when you're spotting. So if you're playing on PS3 like I was, like if you change your bottom layout, I mean, it might be different, but for me it was pressing R2, that it was the same way that I was spotting the enemy. That's another thing. I didn't see that much of spotting on Battlefield 4. I guess everybody was just trying to get used to the new setup for the buttons. But yeah, the way that you do it, I mean, once you mark those letters, I mean, if whenever the game comes out, you'll notice that it's actually going to help out a lot more, because the more you do it and the squad actually is going where you want them to go and you're playing closer together, those specializations are going to start building up. So you're going to have extra grenades if you're playing offensive, the sprint and all the extra stuff. But the other thing you gotta keep in mind, I don't know if some of you guys noticed that every time you're in a squad, the last thing you want to do, you want to make sure at least one of you is alive at all times. Because if every time that the whole squad is wiped out, he actually loses, so you have to build it up all the way again. So that's probably one of my main tips that I can give to all those people out there, because most of the time when I was playing, most of the time I just ended up dropping out of the squad, because even if I would tell them, they wouldn't have no idea what I was trying to tell them. So most of the time I ended up just dropping out of the squad and creating my own and just waiting for the game to start kind of refreshing and starting putting people on my squad. But yeah, overall, I mean, I did enjoy the beta. It was fun to play it. I mean, I'm really looking forward to the finished product. And I mean, guys, put some comments on the section below. Tell me what you guys think and what would you like to see when that game actually comes out. So I'll be seeing you guys soon. Thank you and take care.
Incoming! Get down! Tail! I got you covered. Radar center operation. Take cover. Enemy spotted.